Gardener's World stars Alan Titchmarsh and Monty Don have reportedly been embroiled in a secret feud for years behind the scenes. Despite viewers believing they have always been close friends, Alan Titchmarsh and Monty Don have reportedly been feuding for years behind the scenes. Both sharing a love of gardening, Alan seemed more than happy when Monty took over hosting duties of Gardener's World in 2003 following his 6-year stint presenting the BBC programme, but it has previously been claimed that their relationship has soured over the years following a number of incidents. Back in the 1990s, Alan was crowned the King of Gardening and fronted some of the biggest horticultural shows on the BBC. As well as Gardener's World, the 75-year-old also hosted Ground Force, where he would perform a makeover on a garden alongside his co-stars Charlie Dimmock and Tommy Walsh. In 2003, Alan decided it was time to hand over the reins of Gardener's World to someone else, and recommended Monty for the prestigious job. The show's popularity soared, and with ratings at an all-time high, Monty, 69, went on to write and produce several garden series of his own. Years later, Alan opened up about why he chose Monty, who seemed surprised that he personally recommended him. Speaking on the BBC Gardener's World magazine YouTube channel, the broadcaster said, "I was asked when I left who I would recommend." Shocked by the admission, Monty responded, "Did you? That's the first time." As Alan interjected, "And I said you need an anchorman, and I think your best bet is Monty Don." Alan's expertise in horticulture led to him presenting the Chelsea Flower Show in 1983. He hosted the programme for BBC television every year before he was squeezed out in 2013. Speaking to The Telegraph at the time, Alan said, "My decision to step down from presenting next year's BBC Chelsea Flower Show programmes was taken for one reason only: I was not offered the chance to present the breadth of coverage that I had previously undertaken. Feeling that I would be unable to undertake the presentation of the show to the best of my ability led me to step aside." He explained that he was told he would have a limited role on the show, adding, "I was told that these programs had already been offered to another presenter." He was then replaced by Monty, something he wasn't aware of at the time. Speaking to Radio Times in 2014 after learning who his replacement was, he said, "Yes, I suppose I was hurt, because I know people enjoy it as much as I loved doing it. Was I dumped for Monty Don? You might say that I couldn't possibly comment. They made me an offer I had to refuse. It's up to them. I'm not bitter." Since then, Monty Don has gone on to tour UK for his Audience With show, which gave fans an insight into his life away from the show and his hobbies outside of gardening. Meanwhile, Alan Titchmarsh has since launched a new show called Love My Weekend back in 2020 on ITV1, which quickly became a fan favourite at home.